Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? So what we're going to be talking about today is something that I feel should be nationwide, but maybe it's just because I've raised teenagers. So you'll know what I mean when I start talking about this. So about 6 weeks after an incident where hundreds of teenagers literally wreaked havoc in Baltimore City's Inner Harbor area, the city's progressive leadership finally introduced a curfew Friday night to keep kids off the streets during late night hours. And there's a local media outlet that reported that city residents started receiving messages and phone calls reminding them that curfew ordinance is in effect from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. all summer long. And the 11 to 6 curfew is for weekends and holidays and impacts teenagers aged 14, 15, and 16. And there's another curfew for youngsters under 13 that begins at 9 p.m. Now, under the mayor's plan, police officers will focus on groups of 10 or more young people, and identification will not be demanded. And the curfew will be enforced in Inner Harbor, Fells Point, and Federal Hill. And these areas are home to higher income households and restaurants and bars, and there will be no pat downs unless there's a safety issue. And officers will not engage until a youth connection worker is on the scene. And there are a few exceptions to this curfew. One is that there's parents or guardians with the kid, right, with the teenager, like they're having a family night out or something. And if a youngster is found to be breaking the curfew, a relative could actually face a fine of up to $500 for repeat offenses. Yeah, how crazy. So if you're wondering, well, what actually happened 6 weeks ago, here's an actual video of what happened. And I mean, it's just crazy that this even occurred. And my question is, you know, where are their parents? Where are their guardians? What is going on? Why are these kids being literally allowed to run amok? It's unbelievable. And apparently this happened during spring break. Spring break. I mean, wow. So this is going to be in effect between May 26th until Saturday, May 3rd, September 3rd, 2023. And it's for kids 16 and under. You have to be, or the kids have to be accompanied by a parent or guardian or authorized adult if they're going to be out past this curfew of 11 p.m. or, between 11 and 6 a.m. And the youth is heading to or from a place of employment, right? So if they've got like a summer job or something like that, the youth is returning home within an hour and on direct route from school, religious or voluntary association activity, or public entertainment like a movie, a play, or a sporting event. Young people participating in city-sponsored events will be given city-issued wristbands to verify their participation and have an hour to get home after the end of whatever programming event they are attending. Now, what about the weekends? Okay, well, youth ages 13 and under are 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And youth ages 14 to 16 are 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. So the first offense is a written notice and a warning, right? The second offense is a $50 fine or family counseling. Now, the third offense is up to $500 or community service for the parent. Oh, so I guess, I mean, if you don't, I mean, you know, see, but see, the sticky situation here is if the parents are working and you're trusting your child to stay home and do the right thing, and they're out running amok, and you have to work because you're the breadwinner. You know, that's the only thing. I mean, are they going to take that into consideration here? You know, they can't always expect, you know, I mean, if you're 16 years old, your butt should be home while your parents are at work. That's just my opinion. You should be trusted enough to be home. But that's just me. You know, when you're 16, there's no reason for you to be out past 11 o'clock at night. So, there, you know, I mean, I remember my kids when they were growing up, your butt was in the house at 11 o'clock because that was their curfew until they turned 18. Then, you know, you do you, you know, but my kids, they always had jobs, you know, because they had a car and you have responsibilities. I'm not paying your way. You know, you said I can't wait to be 18. Oh, well, guess what? Now that you're 18, now what? Right? So, anyway, all right. But I guess, you know, it all depends on, you know, the household that you grow up in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Okay. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.